Texas State Senator Roland Gutierrez joining us now. Senator, we appreciate you giving us some time. Reading over your lawsuit, you said the state of Texas has completely failed. Describe your level of frustration.
Well, my level of frustration is just as frustrated as the mayor of Uvalde is right now. We have a lot of finger pointing that we've seen since day one from the Texas Department of Public Safety, and not any real answers. And that's why we have law enforcement, to give us the answers that we need, the failures, not just of one local cop, but of all of them throughout. Yesterday, we found out that there was 91 DPS troopers at the scene, 12 of which were in that hallway. There's been a lot of finger pointing, and it just needs to stop.
Senator, you're suing the Texas Department of Public Safety, saying they have denied you and others access to records and also the ongoing investigation. Do you believe that state investigators and law enforcement are hiding something?
Well, yesterday we have snippets of body cam footage from other agencies, but yet their own body cam footage, they have asked the Attorney General for an exception from, because they claim that we're going to allow future perpetrators some insight into their trade secrets, if you will, or their weaknesses, I think is the word they used. I think that we all know about the weaknesses from this particular operation. The people of Uvalde deserve to know the truth, and they deserve answers. To simply point the fingers at their local law enforcement units isn't good enough, quite frankly.
You mentioned the mayor of Uvalde. I want to play a soundbite of him, a heated soundbite last night at the council meeting.
I can promise you I'm going to be throwing people under the bus tonight in a speech, because too long we've been told we can't talk, we can't answer, and we can't say anything. Today, that's over with.
Senator, do you have any idea who would be telling the local mayor and others involved not to speak about what they saw and know?
The mayor and I just started talking yesterday. We've talked before in person, but yesterday on a phone call, and began to compare notes on a few things. And the district attorney has said to him, you can't speak to anything about your local law enforcement cops that are under you. You can't tell the media anything. You can't go off and give them your information or your body cams. And, that's the spot that he's been put in. And at the same time, you've got the guys that are supposedly running this investigation, pointing fingers at his own guys and not accepting their own responsibilities. There was, again, 91 DPS troopers on the scene. Within 16 minutes, they started showing up and going in and out of that hallway themselves. We got yesterday from testimony that they never sought any kind of recommendations or orders from Arredondo. That didn't happen. And so they weren't taking orders from Arredondo. So how is he the incident commander? I don't know Arredondo. I don't care to know it. He clearly erred, but they all did. And that's the point here. When we can get to a space where we can tell this community, this is what happened. This is why the failures happened. That's the first time that we can get to move on. And this community needs to begin to heal. But they want answers, and I don't blame them.
Parents are asking for accountability. That is just one of the things they want to see happen. Local law enforcement on that day, other officers who are inside that school, what should happen with them?
Well, I think that at the very least, we need to be able to get the answers of what went wrong. Listen, we have radio operations went silent inside that building. They didn't work. Not any law enforcement unit that was inside that building could hear radio operations. They couldn't, even if somebody was in charge, no one could be able to communicate to them who's in charge. I mean, that's the astounding thing of all of this. We have the superior force in the state of Texas with DPS, and yet they didn't go in and take charge. Operation Lone Star, 91 officers, and the majority of those on Operation Lone Star, including their command and control, didn't go in and take charge. Everybody should be held to account, and that's my point here.
How much responsibility should state law enforcement carry in all of this?
Well, I asked Colonel McCraw yesterday, what takes over, the active shooter protocols or the incident commander protocols? And he said the active shooter protocols should supersede that. And so in that instance, his 12 officers in that hallway should have charged the castle, gone into that room, and done their jobs. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen because it took a federal group to finally say, a group of 4 TAC officers, to go in there and say, well, the hell with this, we're going to do it. So they weren't listening to anybody either. They just finally opted to do the right thing here.
What troubles you the most about the details that we've learned in the timeline?
What troubles me the most is that we're still getting half-truths and innuendo and narratives that are tailored to benefit one group over the other. People will forgive you if you just tell them the truth. People will forgive. They understand fear. They understand trepidation. They understand communication errors. How am I ever supposed to fix this so that it doesn't happen in other communities if I don't know what failed here?
The people of Uvalde Center want changes made before they send their kids back to school in the fall. What will you and your office and your colleagues do to make sure that they feel safe in doing so in a few months?
Well, we can't do anything until Greg Abbott calls a special session. These committee hearings he called yesterday are meaningless without a legislative special session called on a date certain for 30 days. We're 55 days away from the school start, 55 days closer from another 18-year-old having access to militarized weaponry, which we cannot forget is at the core of this situation. An 18-year-old walked into a gun shop like he was walking into a 7-Eleven to buy a Slurpee, and he walked out with 2 AR-15s in the span of 3 days.
Texas State. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.